Tonight, a group of North Texans had plenty to say about President Donald Trump's first 100 days in office.
And our political reporter, Jack Fink, moderated a live discussion. You may have seen it on our CBS DFW Facebook page, and Jack Fink's got really lively at times.
Yes, they did. And for an hour tonight, Kaylee and Doug, we talked about a lot of topics ranging from Obamacare to tax cuts. But what really dominated our discussion were issues close to the hearts of Texans, the border wall and illegal immigration, and its impact on Americans' wages.
I've heard the stories that they won't do roofs, they don't want to do landscaping, they don't want to dig ditches. That's not true. I do not buy that. I think they'll do those jobs if they get fair,
make a blanket
fair
statement
wage
that everybody believes
for fair work. I don't believe that we cannot find Americans to do that.
Are you advocating for unions?
It was a lively discussion about one of the biggest controversies here in Texas and nationwide. As President Donald Trump nears his 100th day in office, he insists he will expand the wall along the Mexican border, a wall that could cost more than $20 billion. Our panel of Republicans and Democrats debated whether that's money well spent.
It's a great symbol and it's a great argument, it's a great rhetorical device, but in terms of accomplishing immigration reform, stemming the tide of illegal immigration, I think it's completely ineffective.
Now, I just think there's so many ways that we could use that type of revenue other than constructing a wall that will only be marginally effective.
Spoken like a president of a college, invest in education, and I think investing in education is fine, but we have laws in this country. You know, President Trump ran on immigration reform and ran on building the wall.
Our panel agreed on the need for immigration reform, but disagreed on what needs to change and how to make it happen. And that's certainly a reflection on what's happening in Congress right now.
Let's talk about the 100-day thing for a second, because we talk every day. We watch Sean Spicer, the president's spokesperson, obviously puts out these briefings every day. Of late, it's been kind of dodging the whole importance of the 100-day thing. But the reality is that then President Trump had a 100-day action plan. He had things stated in there. How much of that has he accomplished as we close in on Saturday?
Well, President Trump has delivered on some of his key promises through executive orders. Tougher enforcement on the border, nominating Neil Gorsuch to replace Justice Antonin Scalia on the Supreme Court, and rolling back President Obama's regulations on businesses. But he hasn't had success with his temporary travel ban that's now tied up in the courts, and a bill to repeal and replace Obamacare was pulled before Congress could vote.
And there's talk that may even get done maybe this week, but I mean, that's
doesn't seem
not.
so yet.
Yeah,
I don't think they're quite there yet.
They were hoping, I think, a week ago, but not anymore.
Yeah.
You covered, though, the election thoroughly. I mean, really from the beginning all the way to the end. Were there any surprises tonight in tonight's conversation for you?
No, I think I've interviewed all of these folks during the campaign. And so I wasn't surprised by the topics. But what I thought was really interesting is that even beforehand and afterwards, while it did get lively, they all, were very, very friendly, cordial to each other afterwards. And they were all excited that people on both sides, the grassroots, are really coming through.
I watched a lot of it. It was a spirited, but it was a respectful conversation.
Love hearing that.
Which is how you want to end the day,
Absolutely.
right? Jack Fink, thank you.